Real estate has created more millionaires than any other industry in the history of the United States. It's natural for a lot of people to want a part of that, a little piece of that pie. So what are some things that you need to think about? Let's talk about it.
Here comes the money. Here comes the money. Money, 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 money.
What's up, everybody? Reno Reed here of the Reed team with Chartwell Realty in beautiful Kansas City. Now, home ownership has been a huge part of the American dream. We've talked about it in the past. But like I said earlier, real estate has created more millionaires than any other industry in the history of the country, right? So what are some of the things that you need to think about if you're interested in investing in real estate to hopefully make you a millionaire or beyond in the future, right? If you're a beginner, there's not necessarily, you might not know a whole lot about the process or anything like that, right? So it's important to know a couple things. Well, first off, before we get into tips, let's talk about some cold, hard truths. This isn't HGTV. It's not going to be ridiculously easy. It takes some time. It takes some money. It takes some elbow grease. And it takes persistence. It's not going to be something that happens overnight necessarily. Now, the second thing is there is a lot of competition, especially right now in the real estate market. You're not just competing against people who are from Kansas City, who are investing in Kansas City. You're also looking at people who are outside money, coming from New York or Colorado or California or wherever. Kansas City is a very hot market for a lot of things. And a lot of investors, I've seen them come in the past, looking at flips, at rentals, and things of that nature. So be patient, be consistent, persistent. Everything will end up working out at some point. So let's get into some of the tips. One, figure out what it is that you want to do. Are you wanting to flip houses? Are you wanting to find rentals? Airbnbs? Do you want single family, condos, multifamily? These are all important things that will kind of alter your trajectory a little bit in your investing journey. A lot of the stuff is going to be very similar, but it's not going to be the exact same thing for situation A and situation B. While they're both fruits, it's apples and oranges, not apples and apples. Okay? See, what you want to do is kind of figure out that niche and start learning the market. See what has sold, see what's on the market, things of that nature. Having a real estate professional like myself, I'm able to help you. I'm able to help you get some quality comps. I'm able to help you see some things that are on market and even some things that are off market. Having someone like me is a very, very useful tool for your investment journey. Number two, figure out your numbers. Investing in real estate is a business. Treat it as such. Treat it as a business decision. There's a couple different ways that you can get a formula for what it is that you're wanting to do. You can come up with one on your own, look up one online, but you want your numbers, you want your formula, and you want to stick to those, okay? Don't get in it with your heart, get in it with your mind. If the numbers work, that's what you want to be looking at. If the numbers don't work, don't even touch it, right? If you are wanting to make any sort of money off this, you need to focus on the numbers. That is the biggest part of investing. And so that might be, what can you get the property for? What can you sell the property for? What can you rent the property for? And how much money does it take in the middle, right? So a really easy, quick example, if I buy something for $100,000, it takes $50,000 to renovate, and I can sell it for $200,000. That $50,000 margin is a good time. Like, it's a good return for me, right? And it especially depends how long, right? How long you're gonna hold it. So there is that. Now, tip number 3 is just be patient. I talked about it right off the top. It's a marathon, it's not a sprint. Don't rush into something. Again, if the numbers aren't working, don't rush into something. And just because something is a good deal for me as an individual doesn't necessarily make it a good deal for an investment purpose, right? So another way to look at it is don't get yourself in a bad position, but if you buy a house and you flip it in 3 months and you're able to make a profit, but it's only $20. Is that $20 really worth your time? 3 months worth of your time? So be patient. Don't just rush into something. And then tip number 4 is never stop learning. There's so many resources online, on YouTube, things of that nature. And I personally, myself, use those tools as well. You want to emulate that success. You want to emulate those stories, and it helps give you another perspective on different strategies or different approaches to how you can go about things. Never stop learning in any aspect of life, but especially when it comes to real estate investments. Okay? If you are looking to start investing in real estate, talk to me. I'd love to sit down, have a coffee with you, see if it makes sense for you. And if it does, I'd love to help you walk that path to hopefully riches. But until next time, see you guys later.